Team since Bradenton, Florida, so nice to finally get the deal done.
Yeah, finally, I've been waiting a long time for this to go through, so I'm happy that it's all done and dusted, and nice to be part of the team.
Why did it take so long? It seemed like it was pretty protracted.
Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of complications with a lot of rules that I don't know. You know, the agents were handling it, so they were trying to bring me in, but yeah, just paperwork. So.
Was a Cyprus team your last stop?
Yeah.
And so before you joined TFC in preseason, when was the last time you played a game?
I was with the national team in November. That would be my last game.
And what was the Cyprus experience like?
Cyprus was a bad experience actually. It was the economy crisis and a lot of bad things involving behind the scenes of football. And it was just I don't really want to get into it, but it was a very bad experience. I'm very happy to be canceling my contract and getting out of that mess.
Is it nice to be here? You've played in a lot of different places, but is it nice to be playing in Canada, in Toronto, in Major League Soccer?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've always wanted to play in Canada and actually live in Canada as well. So, this chance came up, and I'm happy that it all went through.
Where is home for you? Is there a home? You've moved around so much.
Yeah, that's the problem I face everywhere I go. I have friends everywhere, but not long enough to call it home. So, but Canada's always been, most of my Japanese family all live in Calgary and across Canada. So, when I play with the national team, that's the only time they get to see me play. So, I think Canada's pretty much closer to home, but I don't know whereabouts in Canada, but yeah, Canada somewhere.
Where do you put this on a quality scale from the different leagues that you played in to coming to Major League Soccer? Where do you rate it?
Well, I've played in a lot of different cultures, and I think mentality of different cultures do affect how well you treat your body, etc. And I think a lot of the Canadian guys, American guys are very similar to the Japanese ways as well, and a lot of European culturally too. So I think they're very professional. I think the standard is pretty high. The will to win is all there. Everybody's very competitive, and it was a lot more than I expected, definitely.
Do you think you're home for the long haul now? Because you've jumped around quite a bit. As you said, you played a lot in a lot of different countries. So, do you think this is it? Like this is the final stage, or?
Yeah, I'm just waiting to get settled down and just waiting to get started. And yeah, I'm here for the long run.
What's it been like, sort of playing in so many different sort of countries and traveling around and being not a journeyman, but not in a pejorative way? I mean,
no, I've loved it. Getting to enjoy all these different cultures and places. You're not only there for a week on holiday or whatever. You get to enjoy a whole country for a whole year or 2 years, 3 years, Denmark, 5 years. So for me, it's just been a great experience. Meeting a whole bunch of different people and enjoying different kinds of fans. And for me, it's just been a dream career.
Any one experience in all your travels that kind of stands out, be it sort of fan interaction or betting in or anything like that?
I don't know. Everywhere has their best moments. Like Cyprus did. The nature in Cyprus and Brisbane, Australia. That was all really, really amazing. The Copenhagen, the cultural, the European side, and all the places that we get to travel with Canada as well. So it's just been a total great experience. And also with Northland, being part of the UEFA Cup, and going to different countries. It was it's just a great experience.
How good is it to be able to not only play here in Canada but the fact that there are so many national team members within the Toronto FC camp? How does that bode with you as far as kind of a showing where Canada is on the map? That you've got Daniil, Ashton, yourself, Jonathan Osorio, all here and all representing your country.
Yeah, no, it feels like another At first, it felt like a Canada trip, it felt like national team. There's a whole bunch of guys, and I've never really had that apart from Patrice Bernier back in Denmark or, close to Atiba as well in Copenhagen. So, to have this many guys, Dwayne as well. So, in the beginning, it really felt like, it was like a national team, and everybody speaks English too, which is not really, I'm not used to. So no, it's just great.
You've played in, let's see if I have this right, you've played in Japan, Singapore, Australia, Cyprus, Denmark, another Scandinavian country?
No.
Any ones I've missed?
No, in Scandinavia it was only Denmark. 3 clubs there. No, you nailed it. Yeah.
And what language? You've probably picked up a few languages along the way. Do you speak a little bit of something?
Yeah, I understand Danish. I understand Spanish. Well, I like to think I understand Spanish. I'm fluent in Japanese, and I manage with English, I guess. Yeah.
What do you think you bring to Toronto FC from a skill perspective?
Just another attacking angle, I guess.
When, forgive my ignorance, but does your agent come with you with a list of places you could go, or does he just say Cyprus is it? Or do you say, how about Cyprus? How does it work? It's quite a route you've taken.
Yeah, I've worked with a lot of different agents. It's not just one agent. So every player is different. Some guys work with only one agent. I've worked with, I think, maybe 7 or 8 different agents, and this agent I've known for a very long time, since 2006. So, and it was about time, that I would come to MLS, and he gave me the opportunity.
Was Toronto the only MLS team that you were considering, or did you have offers from Vancouver?
I think there was a few others, but it never really concreted apart from this one.
You always gone with the first name on the back of the jersey?
I had Nakajima-Farran in Nordsjælland, and it was just kind of really hard to read. So it was kind of letters all bending, down the shoulder. So I thought I'd just keep it simple.
What was the first Canadian thing you did when you landed back in Toronto?
The Canadian thing.
Did you visit a Tim Hortons, or did you go skating?
I can't skate, actually, and Tim Hortons. No, I wasn't too big on that. What is the Canadian thing?
Something that's only available in Canada, for example.
Yeah,
something
right.
that you missed from your hometown.
Maple butter.
Maple butter.
I love maple butter. I always get that shipped over. But some of the Canadian guys don't even know maple butter, so I'm surprised. I had to show Atiba what maple butter was. So.
Can you fill us in a little bit about your background? Where did you grow up?
I was born in Calgary. 3 years old, I moved to Tokyo. So I grew up in Japan until I was 10 and moved to London. Spent my teenage years in London, and then when I was 16, my dad gave me the ultimatum of, if you want to be a footballer, you're gonna have to do education as well. And for me, going through the Crystal Palace youth system wasn't as good as the Japanese system at the time. So they gave me the opportunity to play in Tokyo Verdy, go through the system there, full education, full youth academy system. So yeah, and then got my first contract at 18.
And are your parents both Japanese? Or?
No, my mom's Japanese, my dad's British Canadian.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what job did he do, or what got him to move around so much?
Well, he was born in Africa, and you really want to get into this because it's a long story. But yeah, he was like a theater actor, writer, entrepreneur. He started Lunchbox Theater in London and went to restaurants, and was a hockey player, but never really had the support from his family, and he gave me the support that I needed, and so was my brother.